Trailblazer, keep the heat on. We up at the crack of dawn, not the ones to sleep on. Now you about to hear it from the best.
Welcome back to Up the Score with AP. I'm your host, Alexis Pierce. Now today looks a little bit different. I am joined by two guests, Symone with the Sports and Shanteona Keys. Symone is a sideline reporter, football play-by-play announcer, and content creator with a focus in the NFL. You've probably heard of her. She's with the Philadelphia Eagles. She does everything content related to them. Then we also have Shanteona Keys, who's a host and content creator with a blend of sports and pop culture. She's also the host of Genuinely Curious. Thank you all for joining me today.
Excited to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, y'all, let's just get right into it. Last night, crazy. Chicago beating the Liberty. All things happened last night. I didn't really get a chance to watch it, but what do y'all think, y'all thoughts on the whole Chicago beating the Liberty?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, we were reacting live. We were all at the same event last night. Shout out to Rising Media Stars and LaChana Robinson. So we were keeping up with the score, up the score, keeping up with the score. And I was telling Alexis, upsets happen. I don't think that's really Liberty should be shook or feeling like they're in trouble. Upsets happen. You have two stars on the Chicago Sky. We still looking for, Camilla to be more consistent. But we know how dangerous that Sky team can be when you have Angel Reese and Camilla Cardoso both going crazy. And that's what happened last night. And unfortunate for New York.
And I think it's a testament to the WNBA season this year, just that on any given night, anybody can win. I don't think any team, you look at Dallas, bottom of the standings, right? But they're taking these good teams to one possession games. Right. So I think it's just one of those things where it's you can't discount anybody in the league at this point, let alone, a team that's kind of hungry and just sick of losing.
Right.
The parity in the league.
Yeah.
But with the conclusion of last night's game, we do have an elimination of the Dallas Wings, also of the Chicago Sky as well.
Yeah.
What are y'all thoughts on that?
It's just crazy because going into the season, we had so much high hopes for the Wings.
We did.
You get Paige Beckers, you get Dejanay Carrington, you get Nalissa Smith. So many, my NC State Wolfpack. What's the Wolfpack name? I'm sorry, girl. I'm choking up on her name.
For the Dallas?
The rookie.
For Dallas or for the Suns?
Wings. Say it. Azai James.
Azai James, okay, yeah.
Listen, she's not been getting really any burn like that.
Yes, I'm
Look. First of all, sorry, Zaza. I got so many names.
Yeah.
But my point was, I was so excited about this Wings team this offseason.
Yeah.
So just to see it, end up this way is crazy.
Speaking of, I was thinking also Connecticut Sun is eliminated as well. So you have three teams who are eliminated.
Wolfpack.
I was thinking of Sanaya Rivers. That's who immediately I came to mind. But
Yeah.
Oh, y'all. But with that being said,
Let's stop there and say Paige is hooping.
Paige is hooping. 44 points.
Trying to put the team on her back. 44 points.
That's nuts.
For anybody, but as a rookie, that's crazy.
As a rookie, she's tied with Cynthia Cooper for 44 points as a rookie.
Right.
And even still before then, Cynthia Cooper had played well before. She had played her overseas bid. So Paige is a rookie, a legit rookie, exactly.
24-year-old, yeah.
And then following, you have Candace Parker, who had a 40-point game her rookie season as well. So you're looking at a player like Paige Beckers, who has, oh my gosh, so much high hopes for her this season, for not this season, but for the seasons ahead of her.
So efficient too.
So efficient.
We were watching the game at my house. Way too late, first of all.
Yeah.
We need to get those West Coast teams to get it together.
Right.
But
they do need to get it together.
It's so efficient. It's I think there are certain athletes that you see where, you just know that they were made to do the sport.
Yeah.
And they're moving. It's majestic. I always use that word. And it feels that way. When she goes to that pull up, that mid range, okay.
It's money.
That's somebody who's meant to shoot that.
It's money. As we are talking about Paige, what are y'all thoughts on her Rookie of the Year campaign right now?
Yeah, I think that.
You think she got it?
Yeah.
That's a wrap now. I feel like.
Yeah, which I think it was hard to. I think there was a conversation before.
Yeah.
I think there was legitimate arguments for Sonia Citron. But especially since they weren't all, nobody was winning for real. But I think 44 points.
She's averaging 19.7 points per game. She is literally tied for top 5, and still she is virtually, I think, just the best contestant. I feel like for. I mean, right now I think she is in the race, winning the race for rookie of the year for sure. So speaking of rookies, who's been y'all favorite rookie besides Paige Beckers?
You already know. I'm biased. NC State, we don't get a lot. So Isaiah James and Sanaya Rivers, they mean a lot to us. And then especially with Sanaya, like her personality, obviously she was known for her personality at NC State, and then she comes to the W and it just instantly translates over. She's a player that, all these vets love and they're all around. She's getting media exposure, hosting on the W account during the All-Star weekend. Yeah. Obviously going viral for a lot of reasons on TikTok. I love Sanaya Rivers.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go with Sonia Citron. I
love Sonia.
Yeah, and I liked her game in college too. Yeah. I felt like she was always, the unsung hero at Notre Dame. A lot of other big names around her, but one, she's a legit 6-footer, which I realized in person. I'm like, wait a minute, no, like that's legit. She's like good size. She seems like she's just a pro, you know what I mean, and can shoot the ball well. She's efficient, but also can slash a little bit. I think she's got a very, high ceiling in terms of the WNBA.
For sure. I also think, too, just her game has translated so well. I think, honestly, to me, just this is my opinion, she's playing better in the W than I feel like she did at Notre Dame.
Yeah. Well, because I think there's just more pressure to deliver, I think. I think at Notre Dame, there's so many people around you who kind of dominate the ball at times, and she just needed to be the person who guarded somebody and knocked down threes. She got to do a little more than that at the Mystics.
For sure. And if Beckers does get this Rookie of the Year, she'll be the fourth consecutive Rookie of the Year following Ryan Howard, Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark going as a number 1 draft pick. So that'll be like a cool little storyline to kind of steal it. But y'all, standings. Oh. Where are we with standings right now? That changed last night. Yeah. Where are we with standings right now?
I got to pull mine out. Cause,
are you asking metaphorically, or you where are we at? Let's get into it. We got to pull it up.
No, we pull it up. We getting into it. Okay.
I was going to say, shocking to me, Indiana, where they are right now in the forecast of what it's starting to look like with all the injuries and all that. And then the Aces coming out of nowhere, being on a win streak, being a half a game back from Atlanta Dream in second place. That's crazy.
Yeah. And the way the Aces came back, I mean, you just cannot discount Asia Wilson.
Oh, no.
I'm saying that, at all. What she can do. And that team, they've had some shuffling. They really had to just kind of find their rhythm in jail. They had the talent. It just wasn't really clicking early in the season. No. So we already knew, if you counted the Aces out, then you was playing yourself, in my opinion.
But to be fair, the way they were looking, it would have been all right to discount them.
It looked bad.
Yes.
But again, they had the pieces. They just had to be put in the right position. You know what I'm saying?
To your point there, she did make some changes. Yeah. Becky did make some changes in the lineup with Lloyd coming off the bench, KB starting, Asia just playing exceptionally well. I think that
them getting Nalissa,
exactly. Yeah. That definitely made a huge difference. I feel like they're playing with a different flow. I think earlier on they just didn't seem like they had a cohesion about them at all.
It was rough.
It was rough. Yeah. But I don't know if y'all watched that game against last night against the Mercury. They were killing. They were everything was just so cohesive. They were making the right passes. They were making the right plays. They ended up winning by 20 plus points, and they played really well defensively and offensively.
Yeah, it seems like they kind of found their rhythm, knowing where people are going to be, and even just the expectation. Because I remember early in the season, Becky Hammon was basically like, they don't have any heart. Well, it wasn't like that, but
losing by 50 points, 53 points against the Minnesota Lynx.
No, that's tough.
That's embarrassing. Yeah. And she said it.
Turn them around.
And sometimes you got to have that look in the mirror man, y'all, we just lost by 53 points in most in franchise history. We have to make some changes right now.
A lot of cussing. I'm sure there's a lot.
That's the type of thing you kick the coaches out. Yeah. In the locker room. We got to make something switch now.
Being Asia Wilson, she's in the prime of her career.
Prime.
Right? Wasting, it looked like she was wasting a year in Vegas. It did.
It looked bad at first,
it looked like it couldn't get any worse. So I mean, the fact that they turned it around, being in third place, being a half a game back from second place, like
That's nuts.
9-1.
Yeah,
They're 9-1 over the last 10.
On an 8-game winning streak.
okay. Who's the one loss to?
Oh,
Or
was
that,
it?
that the Minnesota Lynx started that?
I think
that
so.
shit? Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Listen, they can thank them. But
They can thank them. But since then, the Minnesota Lynx have dropped to back-to-back. The first time they've done that this season.
Yeah.
Naficia Collier, does that have anything to do with that, do y'all think?
They need her.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, obviously, having Fee is, I think, a big part, right? But they were winning games without her.
They
They're
were.
a good enough team. They spread the floor well enough. Like, I think that they do a good enough job executing their offense to win these games, and they're just not, right? But, of course, you add the arguable MVP to it. Like, of course, the game is different.
Yeah.
But I don't think they require her to finish out the season the way they need to.
So do you think that they can win a WNBA championship without Fee?
With the current people, like the way people are playing, Vegas is playing. No, the way that New York has Stewie gonna come back from injury, like no.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be hard to beat a New York Liberty with the current iteration of the Minnesota Lynx without Fee. Yeah,
that's a good point. So 9-1, the Las Vegas Aces over the past 10, but Atlanta, Atlanta has snuck into second place.
Yeah.
So right now, let's just give a little context. You have the Lynx, who's already clinched a playoff spot. Then you have the Atlanta Dream, who falls second, and then you have the Las Vegas Aces. But I'm gonna go back to the Atlanta Dream. They're 8-2 over their last 10, playing exceptionally well. But for me, I've just been loving to see how each player has just been playing really well under Carl Smesko. I think they're playing so free. They're playing themselves. The way that they have been playing. Now you have BG shooting threes. You have Bree Jones shooting threes. The way that they play is just so fun to watch.
Yeah.
And they play, and you can tell that they're playing free. They have so much fun together. But what do y'all think about Atlanta Dream?
And yeah, like you talk about with Coach, that's like a culture that I think he brought. Like he seems to have a really good bond relationship with the players. We already knew that the Dream players were really tight, especially Nas and Lee and Ryan. But now with that relationship with the coach, it just seems like they have his back, he has their back, and now that's unlocked something.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think, I mean, he's done a good job of building what he needed to with the type of player he had. I mean, Ryan Howard, I think, in that system was always going to thrive. I think Alicia Gray was always going to thrive based on what their game is. I think they drafted toward their needs with a Tahina Pow in terms of shooting a three.
Yeah.
Like, they made some really smart moves. And I'll be honest with y'all, when they hired Carl Smesko, you know, I had seen him coach at the collegiate level. I knew how successful they were in their conference, Florida Gulf Coast. And that particular type of style, I thought, okay, yeah, it worked at that conference, but would it work on the big stage, especially a stage like the WNBA? And to see it come to fruition in the way that it has is crazy. Because I really doubted it, man. Because one, I hate to see a man get the job in the WNBA, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
And it just, again, from a college coach standpoint, I thought, aren't there some other options, possibilities? Yeah. And I've been glad to be proved wrong.
Yeah. For somebody who came out of the ASUN and got whipped for 4 years, like I never doubted Carl. Just his coaching mind. He's a crazy mind. He is a numbers guy. He feels like you can beat a team by shooting threes, then you can too. I mean, that's logic, but it's like, how many can you actually hit?
Correct.
But I never doubted him just because I've seen it for 4 years playing the collegiate level. But I mean, to that point, who do y'all think Coach of the Year? Who y'all?
I think you got to go him.
You got to go him?
I mean, look, Cheryl, great job. You're doing your thing, but we've seen it before.
Yeah.
Listen, I will say this too. She's a mastermind in even like the trades they've made, things like that. I think she got out traded this year, or at least out recruited with Symone going to, like, I don't think a move is bigger than that all year.
Yeah, that was
I don't think you could have gotten a better pick or a move this year. But behind that, like, Cheryl Swoops, like, mastermind. Like, you built this team. Like, this team, you got this team for a couple years. Like, but Carl Smesko, Coach of the Year.
So what about Natalie?
I mean, it was it was good at the beginning of the year for me. Like, I would have said 100% her. But to see what Atlanta has done over the longevity of the season, I think.
And him coming in his first year, like, the pieces were there. You know what I mean? With the dream, it just needed the coach. It needed the puppeteer, the guy to put it all together and make it work. And he came in instantly click, consistent throughout the season. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to the teams that are getting hot right now. Yeah. The Atlanta Dream has been consistent throughout this year. Like, he's got, you know, I mean, we already know what these players can do, but putting them in the best position to shine, like, that's all on Carl. And we know we've been living in Atlanta, like, we've been, not even just with the Dream, like, we've been wanting these teams, Hogs, Falcons, whatever.
100%.
To be consistent like the Dream is right now, and have a playoff team and a team to have the potential to go on a playoff run, and, like, that's all Carl. Like, so I think it's got to be him.
Honestly, yeah, I can say this. I'm not arguing that he shouldn't be like he shouldn't be coach of the year. I think he should get that. No doubt about it. But you could say the same for now. This is a whole new franchise that she had to put pieces together, and this will be probably, if they make it to the playoffs, this will be the first team, the inaugural season, that they'll make it to the playoffs ever. Okay. Like, the way she's been in injuries. Yeah. Monique Biles, you have Kayla Thornton, who's been down, having to have a player like Veronica Burton step up. The way she's still been able, granted, she's what is it, just above 500. She's 18-17 right now in the season, but it's like, to get 18 wins for a new franchise, like, that's huge.
That is. Now,
and she's never been a head coach on the W level. She's been assistant coach under Becky Hammond. Yeah. This is her first year.
So yes, it is hard. It's hard to pick one. I think that the Valkyries should get Team of the Year, if that's a category.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a category. You know what I mean?
Did you just make a category?
Like at the ESPYs, you know how like best team?
Yeah. We would like to thank them for being the best
Up the Scores Best Team Award. Given by Boston. It's hard. I think it's hard to go against Carl because we know how, like, with Atlanta, we know with the talent they've had, they should have been here. Like, they should have been a legit contender for a while.
Act like we didn't get BG and
Shatori.
That changes things.
It does.
It does change the scope of that.
It does. And obviously I'm biased because obviously I'm living here, close to the team. Yeah, it's a huge bias.
I have another argument then. So Valkyries, again, they started high.
They did.
In the 7th spot. Right? Like, if you look in the college game, like, coaches will say, "Oh, like, great season," but if you're not toward the top, who's voting for you?
That's why I'm against the Valkyries a little bit. Yeah. It's just because the Dream are so they could finish number 2.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I'm not arguing though. I'm just saying.
And we applaud because it was done with what people call role players, right? The 6-man pretty much from every team. But
you're talking about Valkyries.
The Valkyries.
Yeah, and some vets. Like, some players that were, like Tip was overseas, came back. You know what I mean? Like, she has put some players in a position, like, to now get their foot back into, like, the second life. Second life.
Yeah.
Thank you. Second life. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. It's hard. But if y'all had to vote, who y'all gonna pick?
I'm Carl. I just wanted to see because that's essentially the same type of thing. I mean, first year head coach. You just said it. Like, you just said it. You didn't know of how well he was going to pan out in the W. Like, he was not only was he at the collegiate level, he was at a mid-major, not even at a Power 5 or Power 4 school. So it's like, how do you transition? But he's done an exceptional job nonetheless. If the playoffs were to be tomorrow or whatever, soon, if the season was over right now, this is what it would look like. First round, because y'all know the first round is 1-1-1 now. They're going to do one game for the highest seed. That's how we're going to do it
instead of the 2.
Instead of 2 and 1.
Like, I love that too many games with NBA playoffs.
But like three games is, I don't like that.
I like it because
for the first round, I love the 3 games.
Yeah, you don't need more than 3.
And then
is everybody playing the first round?
No, the 8 teams play in the first round.
I don't like that.
You think want to be 5
games? 5.
What? So you want it to be 5 games?
I want 5, and then I want 7.
I don't want 5 games for a first round. Not when you have a 7-8 seed, 6-7-8 seed. I don't like that.
There's too many games.
Go win your 3 games. Prove you can win your 3 games.
I don't like that.
Wait,
When
don't,
your-
just don't
when your-
be.
when your- How many games you need?
You don't get to play with one loss. You don't need more than one loss to playoffs.
Bro, just like March Madness, like you can always win one game, okay? So once you get that,
So why
one
do you
game,
need
so
five?
that's
Why do
why
you need?
Get the cushion. You gotta win 2. It's not just 1. You win 2. Once it's 5 for first round, you dragging it. Come on.
It's too. That just makes
Hold
it too
on,
long.
for the NBA.
It's too many. I think 3 it
Do
should
they
be
play
first
best
round.
of 7 every round? don't
Every
they?
round.
Okay, I'm not saying it's 7. Let's go 5.
I
Kathy got it right.
Kathy got. I like the.
Okay.
I do like the best out of 3 for the first round, and then the second round you do get that 5, and
Yeah.
then I love that they incorporate the 7-game series. So much more WNBA
Yeah,
to be
I love the
played.
balance. I think they got it perfect.
I think that's perfect.
I'll disagree, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, back to it. First round, if it were to the season concluded today, it would be the Lynx versus the Storm. Oh, we got to talk about the Storm,
Team.
y'all. The Aces. So they're 1-8, Lynx and Storm. 5-4, the Mercury and the Liberty. 3-6, the Aces and the Fever, and 7-2, the Valkyries and the Dream.
Okay, go to the second matchup again.
The Mercury and the Liberty.
Oh, that's T.
Mercury, Liberty.
That was gonna be tough. I think.
I don't think it's gonna be tough, but I think people are gonna leave with a couple of black eyes, maybe.
Whoa, not black eye.
No, I just think Alexis Thomas gonna run through somebody's chest.
Yeah.
But the Liberty, they're not gonna retaliate by any means. But I just don't see that being a legitimate fight. Like
Okay, well,
I guess 3 games. Look, 3
Four
games. Like y'all
games.
said,
But I
They
agree,
have to
though. I agree when you're talking about a Mercury team who's lost to the Aces,
Yeah, get into
to
it.
the Liberty, to the Lynx, to the top contenders that's in the top part of the bracket. Like
Yeah.
they've lost to each and every one of those teams. So it's kind of like, how do you come? I mean, granted, in the play you are a different team when you are playing in the playoffs, but it's like they've already lost multiple times to these teams.
I think that they lack some offensive efficiency. Every time I watch them,
agree.
it just feels like it's like hard. Like it's just trying very, very hard.
To find a basket, yeah.
And they have not found like a flow or a rhythm.
Yeah,
I agree. And I think, I don't know for certain, but Kaz seemed to be labored a little bit in that game yesterday. Last night. I don't know if she came back into the game, but she did something with her legs. I don't know what her status is right now with her moving forward, but that would be a big hit for them. But can you even say that's going to be a big hit for them when she did not play a lot earlier on in the season?
Yeah.
They were without Ka. They were without someone else as well. They had been out without Satu for some point as well too, and they were still kind of winning some games.
A lot of injuries.
A lot of injuries. Speaking of injuries, y'all, let's go. We got to talk about the Indiana Fever.
Oh.
We've got to talk about the Indiana Fever, and I can even make an argument, to be honest, y'all. Stephanie, not saying she in the talks of Coach of the Year, but the way she's been able to the injuries that she's had to go through, that team had to go through, and she's still been able to win games. That's a Coach of the Year type of thing. Not saying she is going to be this year, but the way she's just been able to still fight through.
No, for
despite the injuries. Sydney Colson, Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham. She's had to bring in Odyssey Sims, Aries. Like she's had a lot of her starters go down. But they've definitely had to suffer some injuries. But still, we're there now. They're 6th.
It's somewhere around there. But I think if they had been in the mix at the top, right? Like, granted, who they were at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And they had finished toward the top, I think we certainly will be talking about Stephanie White as Coach of the Year. Even though I think she's been blessed with a lot of assets on that team. Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark working together, I think, is one of the best duos.
Yeah.
But just even the way that they built the team in the offseason, like they were planning to go for a championship, I imagine. So I think I would have argued yes. The number of injuries, I don't think anybody could prepare for it. But even the stuff in the locker room where she's like, we fought.
Yeah, I love that.
Getting emotional, that's Coach of the Year making stuff, but that never wins you that award.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
That when Sophie went down, I'm like, what's going on in Indiana?
Yeah, what's going on?
real.
Gotta change the floor,
Right.
some new wood or something. I don't know, because
It's
I
crazy
feel like
now.
it all happened no, it didn't all happen.
In a short amount of time.
And it's just a short amount of time. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But to your point, having Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, that dynamic duo that they have, I think that's the reason they've kind of struggled not being able. I feel like Aaliyah Boston really has not been playing to her full potential without Caitlin Clark. Her ability to find Aaliyah Boston the way that she needs to. But we can't not talk about Indiana Fever and not talk about Kelsey Mitchell, who's just literally been oh man,
MVP candidate.
Yes.
And yeah, that's like part media fault. I think, like that conversation doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
I think when you lose a franchise player like Caitlin Clark, already your back's against the wall. I thought they made really good moves and were able to still have continuity in that offense.
Mm-hmm.
They still were able to pick and roll. Aaliyah still found the ball, but it's not as concerted as like a Caitlin Clark. She played in that pick and roll at Iowa with phenomenal, efficient post players.
Mm-hmm.
You could fit Aaliyah Boston in any of those conversations with the Gustafsons, the what's the blonde's name? I can't think of her name. Anyway,
Was it Kitley?
Huh?
Was it Kitley? Or was that
No. Kitley's at Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech. Sorry, that was.
Listen, they turn out post players like I've never seen anything like it. Like efficient post players, like national player of the year type.
Yeah.
Post players that are efficient. Monica Sonano, that's her name.
Yes.
So like pick and roll, that is her bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
Finding post players who can finish very easily. When Caitlin's getting Aaliyah the ball, she's right at the rim. She's just got to turn and put the ball up. She's a great finisher. So you do
it's
miss
the
that
chemistry that those two have. You can't really teach that.
Exactly. So like an Aerie, like absolutely, I thought she was doing really well. I thought Sid was doing well running the offense. But there's a difference between Caitlin Clark looking for Aaliyah Boston. And I do think that they missed that. But they had always been in position with those two to win the game. Like, which I had found kind of shocking that Aerie was able to come in, be so successful right away. Like her being fast brought a different element that Caitlin Clark can't bring. They had really found a flow, and so it is unfortunate that they weren't able to put the whole season together without injury.
Agreed. But nonetheless, them adding in Odyssey Sims, who I love the way that she plays, like she doesn't need to know plays for her to be effective. She's just an absolute bucket. Who else did they bring in? Who else did they?
4, right? 3, 4, maybe.
They brought in somebody else. I can't think of it at the moment. But the way that she's been able to facilitate, the way that she's been able to score, I think she had like 15 points over like 2 games when she first came in. So the way that she's been able to contribute, Odyssey has. So I think that I don't know how their season is going to look moving forward.
Yeah.
In terms of just like their strength of schedule moving forward and where they'll fall on the standings. For
I know you had thoughts about whether Caitlin's coming back,
right?
Well, it was talk that she was going to be coming back. I'm not really sure if she's coming back or not, but my point that I was trying to tell you, Keith, was that at this juncture of the season, I don't know how relevant her coming back will be for the Indiana Fever. They have, 9 games left? Yes, that means a lot. But to come back after you injured your groin, but now you have a bone bruise. Like, it's just like so many different...
She has a bone bruise?
Yeah, like she went to practice and then ended up getting a bone bruise. So it's like... all these different factors that play into whether it's like, okay, Caitlin is going to come right in and just make these huge contributions to this Indiana Fever squad. Yes, she's been missed, but it's like I don't know how much she'll contribute right now.
I agree. I don't think it's worth... I feel like where we're at in the season, it's not worth re-aggravating any of her injuries. I feel like they just need to let her fully heal. They know what they have and try to run it back next season. You know what it is?
So I don't think so. I think you're in the 6th spot. You need a point guard right now. You need scoring.
That's why I just said Odyssey Sims has been there for this. She has a point guard. She has been scoring. So, granted, I'm not saying she's Caitlin Clark. I'm saying that they... let me pause there. I'm not saying she's Caitlin Clark. I'm just saying, like, they have what you just said. So, it's like, I don't know how much she's going to just add to that.
I just think from the injury standpoint, you just want to make sure she's 100% healthy. And since it's been like a little thing here, a little thing there throughout the season, it just seems like the injury bug has got her. And I would think it would just make more sense to have her 100% just going into next season. Like, all the positivity, y'all won the Commissioner's Cup, y'all know the potential this team has. Just bottle that up for a fully healthy next season, in my opinion.
And then to talk about just the team that they have moving forward, their strength of schedule moving forward is pretty tough. I mean, they have Minnesota twice. They have the Seattle Storm. They have Los Angeles Sparks. They have Golden State, Phoenix. They have Chicago again, Washington, Minnesota. Not really tough schedule moving forward. I mean, they do have Minnesota 3 times.
Right.
But
Minnesota 3 times is good.
Minnesota 3 times is a little tough. But then you have those little sneaker
right now.
You have those sneaker teams like the Valkyries who can definitely be beaten, or they can definitely be the Indiana Fever. But I personally just don't know how much it'll matter, unless we're just talking about where they'll fall in the standings. I think
how many people are even on the team right now? Is what I'm wondering. Like, you might just need another body at this point.
That's,
like, I feel
that's true. At one point, they had like 6. I remember.
Are you going to run the rest of your team into the ground based on?
But that's also why I'm in favor of her just sitting out, because now you've stacked so many injuries where it's kind of like your back is against the wall. Like, so that's extra minutes, extra energy she can have to log. If she's not 100%, I just think that's just way too much wear and tear. When do they even have, even if they bring her back, do they even have the depth to go on a championship run?
Yeah. Well, I think that's the question then. Is it a matter of, is the only value in the rest of this season, are you going to win a championship or not? And I don't know that.
What are we going? What are we fighting for?
Yeah, I think that's the only point at this point.
I don't know. I don't.
Bragging rights?
Anything else is just stats.
Yeah.
I guess I don't see that way as a competitor. I'm like, all right, if we're here to play, let's play.
I mean, that's
she's not about to play. She's not currently playing Unrivaled. But what is she about to do this summer?
But rehab. Get back healthy.
I mean, that's
about
what she been doing for a month.
But she just injured herself again. She literally just injured herself again.
The assumption that like the injury is not healed. I assume they wouldn't have put her back out there too early.
But it's like it's only so many games left. That's what I'm saying. It's only so many games left.
With the nagging injuries and the way the season has been going, like you said, multiple injuries in different spots.
And the way that they've been
100% healthy today.
You're never 100%.
You're never 100%.
As an athlete. So if you dinged up and everybody dinged up, I feel like you might as well sit out and get 100%. As much as she means to this team, it's no point of risking it, I feel like. Because there's no such thing as 100% at this point. When you bruise here, bruise there, bruise there, bruise there.
If you done sat out forever in a day, I assume, you wait till you fully healed.
And that's another thing. I'm glad you said that. Being in game shape. It's hard to come from injury. You've been out a month and you were ready to play game 30 minutes. But
why say shut the whole thing down? Let's go to work during the summer, get back to our, small group workouts while everybody else is going play in other places. Like, I think finish out, get the experience you also need to continue to have. She hasn't even played a quarter of a season, it feels like. Like, continue to build with the group that you have, because Lexi Hall's going to be there. Aaliyah Boston is going to be there. It's like, continue to build. Again, if you are healthy enough to be out there, I'm not saying just throw her out there. Mm-hmm. I'm saying in the event that she is back, I don't see why you say shut her down at 6 games because she's our franchise player. It's like, if the groin is going to get hurt, right? Y'all need to figure that out now rather than because right now it's still kind of a guessing game. Is the groin thing going to be a career-long thing for her? Or is this just, this happened, we rehab it, and we'll be all right?
But it's even when she was playing, you could tell she was laboring with that groin.
Well, they were saying like her shot wasn't as consistent because of that injury, but I don't know that it was like laboring until she made that explosive move she tried to make.
And that's all it takes, though.
Right. But what's the difference? That happens right now. Like, so that the groin happened once, right? Mm-hmm. She went, maybe they didn't take enough time. She was explosive. She got hurt again. I'm saying, what if it's been enough time for this groin to heal? And then also, you will also be figuring out, is that enough time for the groin to heal? Like, I don't think waiting until, she's doing something in August to try to find out, or not August, in March is a time to find out whether or not the groin is going to hold up or not. Let's troubleshoot some issues if that's what we need to do. Sure. Does she need to be lifting a different way? Does she need to be stretching a different way, right? Like, why waste time next season while you try to figure that out Why can't we try to figure it out now?
I personally think that this season, just to put a pin in that one, that this season.
Y'all can we shut this conversation out?
No, but seriously, I think that this season has just been really a gauntlet for everybody.
Yeah.
Like for each team has had to endure some injuries. Jordan Canada has been going down again this season. Like I said, last night she went down. It's just been a grueling season for the W. You can go literally down the list. But and I don't know the intangibles of this information. I don't want to go too far ahead of myself, but I remember seeing something about this is the most season. This is the first season that they've had so many games and not had any games in between. Like they've had back-to-backs. They've had just had to go to Seattle, then go to Minnesota. Like it's just been too much. And I think as an athlete, whether you're a professional athlete or you're in college, like I think that's just hard on your body to have to adjust to. And you can tell by the injuries that are happening.
Yeah.
So
and it's only going to get worse because we're adding teams.
Yeah. And we're adding
to. So you're going to either need to elongate the
schedule.
The season. But that's what the whole CBA conversation is about, I think, right now. But it's crazy to even be having those conversations because just a few years ago we were talking about how, laboring it was to be on a economy flight with everybody else and flying in the middle of the night. And
I just think still, whether you're on a charter flight or economy flight, playing back-to-back games, consecutively, is a hard thing to do. Like, it's a really hard thing to do as an athlete. But we talked about a lot of teams, but I really want to talk about Seattle Storm, y'all. Ooh. What have y'all been seeing with the Seattle Storm? When I watched the Seattle Storm, it doesn't translate for me. Mm-hmm. Where you have on paper and then when they play, I don't understand it. When you have the best players in the W, like I don't understand how you are a 500 team with the caliber players that you have.
I don't know how they fell off. How did they fall off like this?
I think they're the same thing with the Mercury, right? Like early on, they were finding success doing the things that they were good at, the intangible things that they were also good at. And then as teams got better and the flow wasn't happening or scoring wasn't coming from where it would have been or should have been, you just start to the cogs just start to tighten up, and now I think they have no offensive flow. Every time I see them, it's you're a decent team, but you're not playing with the big dogs because it's just not efficient enough. I don't know. That's the only word I can use for it offensively. It doesn't look easy. Yeah.
Agreed.
You're working really hard.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement. They don't have an offensive flow whatsoever. Defensively, I saw little stints of them playing really good defense. But just like you said, offensively, they just don't have a flow about themselves. But we have players like Nneka, Skylar, how don't you? You know what I mean? Yeah. And with the addition, I thought that with the addition of Brittany Sykes, it would have kind of changed a little bit. But it's kind of they're still losing these games. They went on a losing streak, a 5 or 6 game losing streak where they lost each and every one of those games under 5 points or fewer. Yes. There's right there to me, if I'm a coach, I'm saying it's not something it's something, the talent is there. You're losing by 5 or less points. You're not getting absolutely blown out. So it's something that they need to fix. Yeah. Maybe if it's internal, maybe if it's just I don't know. It's something there to where it's okay, we're a good enough team to compete. Right. Yeah. But we just have to close out games when it matters the most.
Championship, even when you look at college basketball and you're these teams are hanging around and they're good, but they're not able to win. And that's what it feels like. It's you're there. Again, you said talent is there. Everything should be clicking. But you're not able to beat the teams that have that championship caliber efficiency.
So is it coaching or is it execution?
Maybe a little bit of both.
What's your thought?
I feel like it's a little bit of execution down the stretch. You know what I mean?
A little bit of execution. I agree.
Chemistry wise is a foot.
Well, I don't know if it's chemistry. I don't know if it's chemistry. Chemistry on the court, just you don't think they're just not gelling well on the court, or
something's not making sense in Seattle is what I'm saying. And I don't know anything T-wise or whatever. I just feel
something.
Why are people leaving? What's the deal?
So you think it's a culture thing?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Culture.
That's fair.
Okay, there
a
we go.
culture thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know that. I mean, I don't know that to be true. I'm just saying, based on the clues that I have.
Yeah.
A foot. Did you get it? Like the clue. Okay.
Oh, it's a lot there.
I'm kidding.
But to your point, obviously, I mean, things are out in the open. It's not like it's closed up. I mean, obviously, you have players like Alicia Clark who's left,
Right.
Yeah.
like, and openly said, "Hey, I'm at the tail end of my career. I get to choose what I stay in and what I don't."
Yeah.
Love that.
And as she should.
Y'all
Right.
love that.
As she should. So, but nonetheless, I think that Seattle squad is, I don't know, even just in terms of them making the playoffs. To
It's
me,
like a waste. I hate to see such a waste of talent. And
a
potential.
waste
Right.
of talent.
On tail ends of people's careers.
On tail
ends, like you want to see NECA going out on a high. You want to see Skylar Diggins going out on a high.
Yeah.
Erica Wheeler is such a great
She's
story.
been,
like,
and she's been
going
playing
there
well
and
too,
balling
though.
out.
Yeah.
Some of her best numbers early this season. Like, you hate to see, those vets with such potential still, like, at this point on the Seattle team, like, kind of go out. Like, they could be going out so differently
Yeah.
if they just clean up that culture.
But I think, do you guys feel like it's too late
yeah.
to try to figure that out?
I think at this point in this season, yeah, because I do think it's a culture issue.
Yeah.
And that can show up down the stretch because that's when the going gets thick. You know what I'm saying? And you're relying
For
on
sure.
that chemistry. You're relying on that
Yeah.
trust. You're relying on like unselfishness. You're relying on a lot down the stretch when you're trying to close out those games.
Sure.
So that's when it could show up that,
Sure. I'm in agreement.
that culture.
Because you
aspect.
need that chemistry, just that
Mhm.
I'll run through a wall for you
Right.
now
Yeah.
at this juncture, just moving into the playoffs. But
I'm sorry. I think anytime you see a team, anybody on a team, when somebody mess up and they go like this,
Yeah.
and that's not me pointing at the Storm, taking shots at the
Sure.
Storm.
Yeah.
There are other teams that I see where somebody's just like, really, our rookie just like blew that, like, or it's like that energy.
The body language and all that.
The championship teams, you don't see that.
It sticks
I've never
out like
seen
a
Minnesota Lynx player
it sticks
do
out
that,
like a sore thumb,
Yeah.
for sure.
So I think that there are a couple of teams where that is true, and those teams won't win championships.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
But I do want to talk about the Liberty, just in terms of, we talked about whether Fee can contribute to this championship contention team, which they want to go back there. I know they have a chip. I know Courtney Williams has talked about that chip that they have, which I hate that they lost that game last night too, because these games right now matter,
Yeah.
y'all. They really do matter. But I say that we talked about Fee, we talked about, but now we talk about Brianna Stewart. She hasn't played with Liberty because of injury as well. And talk about Sably, she's been out as well. We'll talk about more about Brianna Stewart. Do you think the Liberty need Brianna Stewart to win a championship?
It would make it a lot easier.
Yeah. I think if Fee comes back, and at what point she comes back, I think if Fee comes back, when Fee comes back, it's I feel like it's the Lynx to lose. But right now, with the way like the aces are surging and what we know when we talk about that championship pedigree, knowing how to win in these games, when you get into that playoff environment, when you get into that championship environment, it's going to be hard for the Liberty, in my opinion, to beat this Aces team right now that's rolling, and to beat a Lynx team without Brianna Stewart, and to beat a Lynx team with Fee coming back. So I feel like they
What do
need
you say? Without Stewie coming back?
without Stewie coming,
Okay.
without her.
Wait, why do you think she's not coming back?
When's she coming back?
She's coming back. I don't know when she's coming back, but she's
okay.
projected to come back.
Last week.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, with Stewie, yeah.
This week, yeah.
I thought you said, can they do it without her?
Yeah, I'm just asking, could they
Oh, sorry. Okay.
do
I
they
thought that
do
was the question.
There was, she's
Yeah,
right.
she's
That
right.
that
She
was
is-
the question.
Yes.
That was the question.
Yeah.
That was the question ultimately.
right,
But no,
you're right.
Brianna Stewart is projected to come
Yeah,
back this
yeah.
season. I guess my point was with moving into playoffs and needing your big three,
Yeah,
if you will.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I say that to say because the Liberty they went on a stint where they lost a lot of games without Brianna Stewart. They need that. And then when they even lost Jonquel at some point, they just weren't looking like themselves. Because, I mean, like we talked about, that cohesion, you need that, especially going into the playoffs, having those players that you've been playing with, who you won a championship with, that matters. But having Brianna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, who had an exceptional night the other night, just been shooting lights out. And Sabrina Ionescu, she can't do it by herself. She definitely needs her dynamic duo.
Yeah. But Emma Mieseman, that's the thing, though. Like, all of those things, when Jonquel was out,
she stepped up.
You know, Stewie would have to step up. Stewie's out now. Jonquel's been doing her thing, right? Sabrina had to step up. You add Emma Mieseman?
Yeah, she's been huge.
It feels like a cheat code. Like, okay, I don't watch a lot of NBA. Luka? Who's the other big European?
Jokic.
Jokic, yes. Okay.
Jokic,
she's that, right?
Jokic.
Like, she's that. Like, she's not expending a lot of energy necessarily.
Yeah. It's effortless.
Right. It's like she's like, oh yeah, let me go make this money at the arena real quick.
Right.
Like, these kids don't even know how to play this game. Like, it really feels like that every time I see her play. It's like 15-footer, cash.
Right.
Yeah.
Pass over the shoulder. Oh, gotta go finish on the other side of the rim. Like, she doesn't look like she should be able to do any of that.
Yeah.
She's won a championship before. A WNBA championship. She's won many Euro championships. Like, she's that girl. And so when we talk about, like, waiting for Saba to come back and Brianna Stewart, I'm like, bro, like, we're talking, they become the mom stars when they come back.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's scary hours. And that's why I say, like, even with feedback, when we say, like, they're the team to beat, I'm like, I just don't know. Not that we've seen what the Liberty could look like. Nobody's been hurt. I mean, healthy long enough. But in theory, on paper, I think they went in 5. Or what? Went in 4? Went in 4. 4?
Well, in 3. It wasn't.
Well, it's best of 7.
So 4, yeah. Best of 7, 4.
But yeah, I would take the fully loaded. I feel like the fully loaded Liberty team. Yeah.
Because that's a deep team right there.
So
crazy.
Are you saying, Keys, that you think with the Liberty, or with Brianna Stewart come back to the Liberty, and they having their Sabrina Ionescu, they're having Jonquel healthy, Emma Mieseman, Sabali. So you're saying that the New York Liberty will win
Run it back. I hate to say it because I'm not necessarily like they for sure will win. But like, to me, that is scary.
That's scary. Sure.
It's like, who are you guarding?
Yeah.
Because Sabrina's only going to get better with more targets to pass to. So that's scary.
Fully, like, when they got the big 3, that depth, adding Taj, like.
That's wwhy everybody was like, when the story broke, everybody's like, wait, what?
Right.
What?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
I mean, then you have, like you said, Taj, Phoebus. Like, you have some really good role players that come up, and it's not really like a lull in their offense.
Role player, like they're role players, all-stars.
Yeah.
Like, that's nuts.
Yeah. But I want to see that 7-game series, though, because I got real excited at the last matchup.
But also with the Lynx, they get close. You have that team that, like, we see them get to the Commissioner's Cup. Like, I feel like that's the game they should have won.
Yeah.
Like, on the big stage, they just really haven't been able to, even when the talent, even when they're the favorites, they just haven't been able to do it, like, on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
That Commissioner's Cup loss this season, I know you have them wacky blowouts, but it's just kind of like, dang, like, this is a Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah.
All the money on the line, and this is how y'all showed up?
Yeah.
So, like, going into the championship, I know they felt like they got robbed, but going to championship this season, I just can't put my money on them against that fully loaded Liberty team because we know they know how to win.
Yeah.
So the question is, do you know how to win in the big game?
You said it right there.
Oh,
Symone, you said it right. No, because that's true. That's like when I talk about an NCAA tournament. Who's playing their best basketball in March? Like, that's literally how it is.
Sorry,
no.
My brain went. Show me your baddest.
Bring your baddest.
Right.
No, but bring your baddest out, literally, because that's like who's clicking when it matters the most, and that's really all that matters. What I will say though, I don't know. I'm like you, Keith. I don't know who's gonna win. I do feel like you said, with the Liberty, like they have the Monstars.
Yeah.
Like, they have them.
Super team.
They have
Yeah.
super team, but it's like, if I am
Super
the
duper team.
super duper team, if I'm the Minnesota Lynx, I got it. Like, we talk about a chip on our back. Like, you got to show that chip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I thought, like, the Commissioner's Cup game was going to be this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because it had the whole media of getting robbed, feeling like they should have won, feeling like they got cheated, and then, like, you have a chance to win a championship. I know it's the Commissioner's Cup, but, like, it's more money than the WNBA Championship, and then to get embarrassed like that, it's like, if you gonna go up against the Monstars, you know what I'm saying? We can't be. And then other teams see that.
Other
Like,
teams see
other
that.
teams see, like, that, like, okay, on the big stage, are you still gonna hit that electric slide? You know what I'm saying? Like, other teams see that. Wait.
No way you didn't just say that.
You
I'm
got that
saying,
electric
like, y'all play at high levels. Y'all know, like, when you see a team get embarrassed, or if you know a team wets the bed sometimes in the big games, you know that. You know what I mean?
No, people definitely take notice.
Yeah, you take note.
It's the electric slide.
Right.
though. You gotta be stopped.
That should be our dance. I know you do TikTok out there.
Worried about TikTok, Lord.
This is what happens when you bring content creators
Right,
onto the podcast. She's already talking about TikToks after. Like, what? You are hilarious. Okay, I think we've touched pretty much everything in terms of the standings.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
where we see fit, where everybody is right now. And the standings are going to change.
Yeah.
Like, actually more.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause these teams are half a game apart from
Right.
each other, two or three games apart from each other. So you slip up and lose two like the Minnesota Lynx, you somewhere else. But well, no, not the Lynx because they've already clinched.
Right,
but
yeah.
you get what I'm saying. Nonetheless, I think we can move. We talked about Coach of the Year. I want to talk about MVP. Who do you guys see to be this year's MVP?
Oh, it's tough.
Yeah.
I feel like, obviously, Feed took the lead early in the season. But the injuries, with her being injured, and then you got Asia playing like this.
Yeah.
Asia going back crazy. You got, Alicia Gray.
She's going crazy.
Going nuts, like, and just like them, like an all-around player, like both ends of the floor. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just be like, oh, you want somebody MVP to have it all. Like, she got it all too. It's tough because I feel like with Fee getting injured, it's unfortunate, but I do feel like now Asia kind of took over a little bit, Alicia kind of took over a little bit, and now Fee is kind of like. And then especially now that you got the aces jumping up in the standings, because you do want a player that's on the top team.
Yeah.
So it's like no real case against, I feel like, Asia and Alicia, but I would love to see Alicia get it.
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
Is she in the run?
I feel like she should be.
I don't know the numbers specifically.
I don't know how much of it. If she's in the run, I don't know where she ranks between where Fee is and Asia is. But I'm still in agreement.
Yeah.
I think she's had a stellar season.
Yeah.
I think this year she's averaged the most she's averaged throughout her 8-year WNBA times. I think she's averaging like 18.5 points. She's shooting the most threes that she's ever, making the most threes she's ever made throughout her stint as well. The way she's been able to carry the team. When Ryan Howard has been out. BG has been out for a time, but I think the way she has been playing this season has just been exceptional, and she hasn't missed a beat. She's playing the most minutes she's ever played in her WNBA career as well. She's playing about 35 minutes, and doing that every night. That's tough.
Yeah.
In attack mode, like you said.
Attack
like,
mode.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who she going against. Doesn't matter competition. Clutch moments. Late down the stretch. Winning games. For them, like you said, talent off the floor. Ryan Howard missing some time. Jordan Canada missing some time. BG missing some time. But she's still carrying the team and keeping them high. It's hard to go against Asia, though, because it's just those crazy numbers. Like, you know.
Yeah.
What you think?
Yeah, no. I agree with everything you said. I think it's hard. Like, it feels like a boulder rolling downhill. Like, Asia, she was always doing fine. She was doing well. She was, her team around her wasn't.
Yeah.
So for it to finally, like, be picking up steam, them raise up in the standings, I think that's huge.
Yeah.
I think Fee has been trying to make her case for MVP for 2 seasons now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People feel like she got robbed last year, so this, of course, would be the easy way to say. Like, had she been playing, I think people wouldn't necessarily, it wouldn't be as close. I don't know what percentage of the season she's been out with the ankle. I think it's going to be the same conversation as last year. It's going to be the Asia Fee of it all. And listen, at this point, just give it to Fee. I mean, give it to Fee. Because, one, she's a bucket. She's a bucket. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like that.
Hands down.
Defensively, obviously, she brings it too. So, I think that the injury thing is like, it's hard to avoid. But I also feel like she's done enough to have gotten it.
I want to say it's like what makes an MVP, right? You know what I mean? Like what makes an MVP? And to me, when you're talking about Napheesa Collier on the Minnesota Lynx team, it's almost like, and I love watching Full Circle with Lexi and Mariah. Lexi said this. She said, how can you, like, not, she didn't say exactly like how can you make Fee the MVP when it's like, when you remove Fee, they're still a really good team. But when you remove Asia, they're not a really good team. So it's like having Fee on the Minnesota Lynx, whether they've been playing still well without her. They've been winning games without her. If you take Asia out of the equation, you can't say the same thing for the Las Vegas Aces. You can't say the same thing.
Can you say that about Alicia Gray?
Yeah,
I feel like in the middle. It's not as much.
Not as much of an impact as Asia. But definitely more than Fee, in my opinion.
Right.
Like, that system runs. They don't run the same.
They don't run the same. She's the head, right? Like Asia is the head of the Las Vegas Aces.
It's a disarray.
It's a disarray.
Like they live and die by Asia.
Well, they'll be back to one post player too.
That's true.
That won't be good.
That won't.
That's true.
You're right. But no, seriously, I was on the way here and I was like reading off stats. It was literally a stat between Napheesa Collier and Asia Wilson, and it was like Asia's stats this season, and it's like Fee's. Like, yes, she's leading in points, you know, like, yes, but it's like Asia is the only player in the top 5 in 3 categories, and still, or in blocks, rebounds, and points per game. Like, her contribution to what she's doing for the Las Vegas Aces, not saying that Fee isn't doing that for the Minnesota Lynx, it's just she's doing it in a level it's like, okay, if Asia isn't playing, the Aces are probably way in the below standings right now. But that's just my opinion. I personally think that Asia, we still have a lot of games to be played, y'all. Like, I'm not saying, right now, if the season were to end, I think Asia Wilson should get it, personally.
Okay. So you were split.
I
said
agree.
Fee, you said Asia.
I'm going with Asia, especially because of the way they've been able to turn kind of the season around. Like, them being dead in the water. Like, Asia is the heartbeat, like you said. Like,
the head.
A lot of times they want to do best player on the best team, but I definitely think it should be most impactful player, most valuable player.
Hello.
And without Asia, the Aces would be in the gutter. Without Fee, the Lynx still have their head above water.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Asia is...
But we argue they can't win a championship without her, probably.
Yeah, and but it's just all about the impact. Like, that's still a very good team without Fee.
100%.
You know what I mean?
But they still can make it to the championship without her.
One team, but it's still a very good team without Fee. The Aces without Asia is a bottom feeder.
That's night and day.
Oh.
A bottom feeder on the standings.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Y'all choice of words have
You talking about feet.
Like I know her.
No, feet.
What? What? I'm lost. Maybe we should move on.
No way. No way. So okay, but like I said, Asia's has been the only player this season to have 330. Like, it's just like 330-point games. Like, it's just...
Yeah, I'll change my vote. That's fine. Let's go Asia.
Are you...
I got a picture on my shoe. It's fine. My little...
Are you really changing your vote?
Actually, no. For the sake of entertainment, I'm sticking with...
Okay, but but we got Shanteona to change her... Do you know how crazy that is?
Okay. Simone's acting up, y'all. Simone's acting up.
Yeah.
You made a good case.
No,
I think that was a solid case. I mean, an argument I've heard a lot in the,
Yeah, it's tough in sports and, like, in anything. It's like, is it best player, best team, or is it really the most valuable player?
Right.
But I don't want to not say anything about Alyssa Thomas. She's been playing exceptional
True.
this
Yes.
season. Like the way, she's to me, she's always been a dog. Like she built her case last season too.
Yeah.
Like she's come close,
Yes.
but she hasn't been Asia.
You got Asia.
You got Asia.
Like
you got
Asia. Yeah, she could have won some awards. Fee could have won some awards.
Exactly.
Alicia could have won some awards, but Asia.
But you got like
Yeah.
I have like watching Asia. I don't know. It seems like this season, the way she I'm not going to say this season, but the way she's just transformed her game to where she can just every level of it. Like she can shoot on all levels. Where it's a three, she can knock down that shot. Her turn around mid range shot, banging down low, like offensive and defensive rebounding. Like she's just literally up the score for real.
But you also know who does that?
Alyssa Thomas,
that's
Nafisa Collier. In agreement.
That's what
They all do it though, and that's why they're in
Yeah.
the role. They're candidates for that role. They all do it. They all do it at a very high level. I mean, Alyssa Thomas is almost averaging, like flirting with a triple double. I don't know if that's actually ever happened.
Yeah.
To where they average a triple double every night.
Yeah.
She's almost there. I think she has I think it's like 9 and 8. But
That's nuts. So.
that's nuts. But nonetheless. Y'all, I think we can move into. I want to talk a little bit about just not basketball because the way we've been heating up.
I know this is your topic. We gonna heat up with this
You
one.
said not basketball because this will definitely be outside my wheelhouse.
No, because you tunnel is it?
No, about fashion.
Yeah,
I
fashion.
Oh,
Yeah,
We might argue more about this.
Right. Let's do it. Let's do it.
don't have much to say about the tunnel phase. I do. No, I mean. I love fashion.
Yeah.
I think that we should probably have the same type of. I think. Who do y'all think is
Well, her
is
MVP
serving?
is Breanna Stewart.
Oh wait, we
I
actually
think
are
it's
going to
hard.
argue
I
then.
think I think it's tough. I think it's tough.
We are going to argue.
I have been a Breanna Stewart stan because she takes it seriously.
Does she?
She executes and does she? Listen, y'all don't understand. I can guarantee I've seen more tunnel fits than both of y'all put together. Y'all, I look at them
I look at them every day too, babe.
Anyway.
Like we follow the same
okay,
account.
Right, we follow the same accounts.
We follow the same accounts, but do y'all go?
I go scroll through, babes,
You go to every team's page.
and I be looking at.
Okay, well, I'm sitting there screenshotting and put them in an album, but that's okay. Look,
You're dedicated.
y'all, I make tunnel fit content. I gotta do it.
I know I've seen them, and Go ahead, finish.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what is it? Okay, I'm
Okay.
curious. What is it about Breanna Stewart that's like?
Okay, here's my argument for Stewie. Now listen, and I usually do a power ranking throughout the season.
Okay.
Okay, she maintains her placement because of the sheer number of looks that she has. She dresses for every game, away games. She's dressed.
Okay.
Everybody else is rolling up in their sweats or their little WNBA.
So you're just like her dedication is what really gets you
Her
more.
commitment to the tunnel fit and telling the story that her and her stylist want to tell.
Okay.
I appreciate. Right? Like
I can't argue with that.
she's dressed comfortably. She's dressed in I think important designers. She's dressed by a black woman. I think they're doing all the things that matter in the tunnel. Doesn't have to be flashy always. Sometimes it's like something will stand out. You know, the Stu York hat. I think that's impactful. But like the stuff is tailored. It fits well. You can tell she's comfortable. You can tell she's in on the conversation on what she wants to wear. And again, what story they're trying to tell. Now, there are some other people who really they bring it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Like I think there's some other names in that conversation. But when you talk about, again, somebody consistently for multiple seasons doing the work, I
Yeah.
think that Stewie is at the top.
doing the work. Okay.
I'm sorry. I know it's like you hate to bring up the same names because it's like it's the same name, but when you talk about consistency,
Uh-oh. I can't wait to hear this.
I'm sorry, but Skylar Diggins Smith.
Okay.
Eats. No.
Okay.
Skylar
Yeah,
Diggins,
those are-
I'm saying the whole Storm team is just like magazine material. Skylar Diggins Smith, NECA, Nika Mule, Jordan Hoiston.
You can't count either of those two last people. Not this season. Don't do it.
On the fits,
Listen. Nika last year was in toward the top of my power ranking. She was
Chicago
bringing.
Angel.
Angel.
No, Angel. Listen, and again, there's different styles, right?
Yeah, we have different styles too.
Yeah.
Now, I do love. Okay, the thing I love with Breanna Stewart, I like when she's in like suit tie, like business casual.
Listen, I would never
tailored.
wear anything
Yeah,
that Stewie has on.
No, I
yeah.
agree. Like,
yeah.
Definitely thank you for that disclosure.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, wait, what are we seeing here? But you're mostly talking about the dedication and the story that she's telling. I respect that.
Like, principally, what they are doing, I can admire what they are doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, like Angel's style, she's kind of changed it.
Yeah.
She's what is the word she used? She told me, I asked her old money. She's looking for
Love
an old
that.
money look. She's wearing more Chanel, that sort of thing. Right? Now, I loved her hot girl outfits last year. The mini skirts I thought were so cute. The like 90s-esque look, early 2000s look that she had. But it just depends on the week and like the execution of the vision.
Yeah.
Is somebody consistent over the season of what story they're trying to tell? And if they are somebody who has a lot of variety, is there a story in that too? Like, I think Skylar, her story is I'm gonna be out of the box. There's
very artistic.
Are you wearing any of those?
No. I was saying, like, I know you're not saying you would necessarily wear the Breanna Stewart. I think she does her best in the business professional casual. I think sometimes when she goes in the streetwear, it can get a little...
Really? Okay.
Sometimes it can get a little questionable, in my opinion. But I love the business...
I love that choice of word. Questionable.
I love the business wear, like the men's wear, the suits, the collared shirts. I love those looks for Breanna Stewart. Most of those I would wear because I do like to wear a lot of like suiting material. But I do like the artisticness that the Seattle Storm team brings because, like, when I'm looking at fashion, I like to see an artistic point of view.
100%.
So that's why I respect like NECA. Like, it's very artistic. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I would see that in a museum. I would see that walking down the street.
Interesting.
A lot of her fits. And then same with the Queen, Skylar Diggins Smith. I mean, like, it's some out of the box stuff. And I like that because it's stuff that, like, when we say I wouldn't wear it, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't wear that because it's a piece of art. You know what I'm saying? I would have to leave that. It's a piece of art.
Piece of art. Oh, well, see, okay. I admire what story Skylar's trying to tell, but sometimes like the fit of things don't work for me, and like the overall like.
She's just over there tickled.
Again,
I have an opinion.
I can appreciate what they're doing. I don't like the clothes most of the time. Now, there have been.
It's the way he said, I don't like the clothes.
There are some Skylar fits that I love. There was a bomber jacket last year that like I thought ate. The accessories to the outfit, I thought ate. I gravitate toward a power suit all the time. She wears them. I rarely like the fit of the suit, okay? But there's some, I want to give it some shout outs to people who I don't think get their shine, okay? Timmy Fagbenlay, she be doing a lot, okay? But she's committed to what she's doing. So she's had some odd looks all year, but she's also a model, I think. And so she's tried to pull off some stuff that I'm like, you would never see that anywhere but like a runway or in like an artsy community. The LA Sparks, okay, as a unit.
Yeah,
of course they
come in.
Right. But Kelsey Plum, she's committed to the looks.
I love her looks because, again, like the blazers, trousers, suiting.
Everybody that used to be on the Aces really used to eat. And it's unfortunate they all are split in other places. I thought Sid Colson, she did a really good job this year, too, before she got hurt. I thought I need the Mystics to pick it up.
I like Courtney Williams, too.
Oh, okay.
I like the casual with, like, jewelry. Like, I like the baggy sweats, baggy hoodie with like, you know, like the accessories. The accessories added. No, I know a lot of people do it, but I know Courtney is like amplified. Because obviously her following.
Right, that's true.
But I like the cozy kind of streetwear vibe that she does with like a lot of added jewelry. I really like that.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm missing some people, but Rakia. Like,
Rakia.
I think Ray Burrell has a really cool, funky kind of styles, kind of tomboy, girly, which again, I kind of gravitate toward that, like mix of feminine, masculine. Atlanta Dream. Bree Jones has had some good moments throughout the. Tina Charles doesn't get her due, but it's because it's not flashy. It's well tailored though. I'll say that. It's more masculine. Tip Hayes always has a moment.
Y'all, like, I'm listening to y'all, and I haven't heard one name that I'm like, y'all tripping. What do y'all feel like about Angel Reese? Like, y'all don't like
the
her
Angel
fit?
Reese. No, I do. I said Angel Reese. We did
I didn't hear Angel.
We did Angel.
Yeah.
We both agreed.
I don't always love that she's gone toward this like old money look, but again, I appreciate that she's committed to a look.
Yeah.
And this is what they're committed to this season. I liked last year where it felt like, and I say hot girl, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way.
Yeah.
Right. Like, it felt like a true extension of her personality.
Yeah.
Not like a stylist came in and said, hey, do this, do that. Oh, you should look this way or whatever. Like, it felt like a 23-year-old was dressing themselves to be photographed.
I
And
respect
love
that.
that.
I respect
you know?
what you're saying.
So,
I do.
I think that there are people who, they might have a great outfit this week, but they take a couple weeks off.
Yeah.
Great outfit this week. So again,
And that's what you love about. You love this story. Like, they're dedicated. I love the commitment.
to it. So as much as I have not enjoyed Caitlin Clark's lookbook.
Oh yeah, you put that out.
You know what I'm saying?
Lookbook.
They are committed to doing whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate that. I wish they would tell a new story though. If Caitlin Clark only dressed in her streetwear, I think she would fare so much better.
I don't understand why she dresses like she's 40.
The color of her clothes when she's in her streetwear, like, to me, is so cool. It's like that oversized tee. It's wide. It fits at the right spot. The jeans, the pants, the cargos are nice. Sneakers are cool. And then they go and put her in like a Prada suit.
Yeah, like, I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, like how you were saying about Angel. Like, kind of like Caitlin Clark is what? Not even 23 either. Like,
probably.
Like, dress like.
Yeah. You don't gotta be a hot girl.
Not saying you have to be a hot girl, but you don't have to be like buttoned
Too
up, like too
conservative.
conservative. Like, I don't like. Personally, I don't like when Caitlin wears her suits. I don't know. I don't like it.
It's gonna get better. I'm confident. I just know it. I know it's gonna get better.
I like the way Angel Reese does like the suits. Because it still has a young flair to it. It'll be like a skirt.
Oh, she went on a little run when she was
Yeah.
injured.
Yeah.
I loved the look. It was giving schoolgirl. Like, it was giving
schoolgirl. That's a good-
cute.
yeah.
It was giving cute to me. I like Angel's look.
And then she could switch it up. Like, one of the ones when she had like the big oversized, like, it was like a red and blue striped polo.
That was
with
tea.
track pants, gold jewelry.
And Angel, and that's the thing too. I love versatility. Like, Angel can really put on anything and it is. Like, she's gonna. Granted, I know she probably has a stylist now, but she's still gonna make it look like her in her own way. Personally, I feel like I don't know. I feel like when she wears it, she seems like she's very comfortable in it. It looks like authentically her. Like, that's what I love about Angel Reese's looks, and I feel like that about Rakia too. Rakia puts everything she puts on. Yes, it gives like you said, like hot girl too, but it's like that's her, and she wears it comfortably, like, and she wears it authentically, and as well as not Rakia, Ray Burrell. Like, she does as well too. And I also think it also helps like their stature, like how they look. Yeah, they're tall, like they're less slim. I think it fits them really well. Model bodies.
Like model body.
Olivia Nelson O'Donnell. Yeah, she's. I think she's definitely up there.
She's up there
for sure.
Yeah, and she's like a designer.
And she has to walk too.
She's also a designer.
Because you gotta carry it right. Like, when you got the fit, you gotta be
carrying it right.
But I look for Nika Mules next year. I'm gonna be all about that.
But she doesn't put too much out. Like, when I look at her page, but when she does,
I think she has the same stylist that I don't know if it's Paige. It's somebody.
Oh yeah, Paige be putting it
I
on
like
too.
Paige.
Paige sometimes. I think she's trying to be chill.
Yeah, but I like
that's her.
That's why I like Angel Reese's kind of chill fits. That's why I like Courtney Williams. I like Paige a lot too. Because I like
hers is more
I like the
elevated chill.
That's what I would call it, like elevated chill.
But Courtney is more just like chill.
Elevated chill stud looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean,
respectfully,
but yeah, like I think that Courtney is more of like not elevated. I think hers is really just, and she also, chill. If I'm not mistaken, like her and also who is it from the Indiana Fever that also wears like black-owned businesses brands, like their streetwear brands, like they'll tag them in their post. Why can I not think of her? Howard
on each team, I think.
Natasha. Yeah, like she'll wear like she just posted the other day, like she wore like, you know, black-owned businesses, they'll have their streetwear brands or whatever. They'll post and tag them and everything like that. I love that portion of it too. But I'd also be remiss if I didn't talk about Sydney Colson and Amadi. Like, that's my girl. I love you, Amadi. Like the way
Georgia girl.
Yes, exactly. The way she's like been able to tell the story of Sydney Colson, like even from AU, like she's always been just really good at putting faces together. She doesn't even just do Sydney as well as Asia. She does a lot of other W players as well. She's done an exceptional job styling and telling that story.
Yeah, and they take risks.
Take risks.
That's what I like said. Yeah,
and I think, and people like try to make it seem like I'm like trivializing the WNBA. Again, not realizing my knowledge of women's basketball. Like when you see it at face value, like, why are we talking about fashion when they can play? It's like, girl, I know. We're talking about the basketball too somewhere else.
They just hating.
But
because the people love fashion content.
Right, but,
so they just
the fashion part, I think, opens up a totally different world, a different fan base. Yeah. That's one. But two, tells another story, another layer of these players. And like for so long as a basketball fan, we didn't get that. We didn't see their personalities. So to be able to see that, I think is huge. And like the access to brands and sponsorships and, you know, red carpets, Met Gala, like all that stems from this. So I think it's only good things.
Love it. Love it. Y'all, I think we can land this plane. This was really fun chatting with y'all. These are phenomenal ladies in their own right. Content creation, play-by-play, doing all the things. So I'm so glad you guys were able to come on Up the Score with AP. And it's been a blast. But I think that's it for today.
Yay. Thanks for having us.
Yes.
For sure.
It's time to up the score with AP. It's time to find out what it took to get to what we get. Had to turn it up a notch, a blazer, keep the heat on. We up at the crack of dawn, not the ones to sleep on. Now you about to hear it.